you went crazy on this bitch.
All right, Mopar Movement fam. Dealing with Jeep business again. I have been working on my Jeep. I had the cooling fan issues video. We did that. Everything went cool. Then I noticed, for some reason, somehow, I don't know how. I really don't. But the fan's high-speed circuit was controlling the low-speed fan. The low-speed circuit was controlling the high-speed fan. I know. I don't get it. Now, I did put the Diablo on there, the Predator, and adjusted the fan speeds and all that goodness. And I'm thinking maybe somehow the software reprogrammed and crisscrossed the lines, because I noticed that the temperature was creeping up at idle. So I went into the fuse box. I pulled out, you know, it's got two little relays, one high-speed fan relay, one low-speed fan relay. Well, I pulled out, when the temperature's high, it's like 205, 207, and I pulled up both fans supposed to be on. I pulled out high speed, nothing changed. The fan was just on. Put it back in, pulled out low speed, and the fan cut off. So, well, whatever. So what I did was, I let it cool down again. I started up and ran it to where I pulled out the low speed fan and left the high speed fan relay connected. So I got no fan. Wait a minute, I can't remember how I did that shit. I'll get back to you. All right, I wrote a song for you, like to hear it. Here it go. What I did was I pulled out the low speed fan module, left the high speed on to see when it would come on, right? So fired it up, got it up to temperature. Lo and behold, with the high-speed relay, marked high speed in the high-speed relay terminal connection, whatever you want to call it, the temperature creeps up to where the high-speed fan is supposed to cut on, and I get a low-speed fan. That's how I knew what was going on. I said, ain't this a bitch? So what I did was I pulled out the little resistor, went up under the Jeep from underneath this time, pulled it all the way out, crisscrossed the lines myself, coming from the connector to the harness, one goes to the resistor, one goes straight into the fan, right? So I crisscrossed those, redoing whatever the Diablo Predator, I assume, had done inside the Predator by switching on the wrong one at the wrong time. Now it works absolutely perfectly. So that's all I can say. But mind you, after I did that, I noticed the fans are working right, but I still got that slow creep when I'm running around in manual, when I'm running around in when I'm idling and a hot day, just sitting there with the air on. Slowly creep up to 210, 212, 214, 215, 217. I'm like, nah, I ain't supposed to be going that high. I got my fan set, something's wrong. Well, good old-fashioned regular-ass problem this time. I went and bought a brand-new thermostat, said for shits and giggles, I'm going to throw it in, see if there's a difference. Sure enough, threw the new thermostat in. Temperature stays at 206 now, no matter what the hell I do. Until I get on the road, really hit it, then it gets up to 210. And it'll play around there for a little while. And then as soon as I slow down and start just driving normal, it goes back to 206. Now I had originally a Mopar thermostat. It had to be failing. It was probably not letting a lot of coolant go into the radiator. A little bit was, not enough to make a difference. Because, I mean, I got the big, fat Karma Racing dual row, 2-row radiator in there, all aluminum with fresh hoses. Everything's tight, fresh water pump. Did that video a while back. Everything was tight, but I think I kept using the same old T-stat. So that one eventually failed. Thermostats fail. Now the 180s always fail, and they fail quick. You lucky to get 6 months out of any 180. I mean, any brand. Stant, Mod Pod, whatever the hell. All these little ones you get from Summit Racing, Mishimoto. Now I got Mishimoto hoses and radiator in my 300. No problems ever. But I stuck with the Mopar thermostat for longevity. Plus, I don't believe in running a Hemi at 180 degrees coolant level all the time around town. I don't believe in it. It's just not what's happening. That's for racing. Really, that's for racing. Trying to run your stuff that cold for the track. You got to tune, especially. You got to change the fuel mixture. You got to do a lot of things off a stock tune, including the fan speed and all of that, because really the thermostat just doesn't let your engine warm up to operating temperature quick. You can still get there with the open thermostat at 180, just like you can get there with no thermostat. You'll eventually get to operating temperature. So the thermostat, I believe in Mopar 203, had a fans tuned to come on around 200, so I keep it right around 200. That makes me feel comfortable. Because yes, the hotter it gets in the coolant, the hotter the coolant gets, the hotter the intake charge under that hood, especially when you're not really going fast and flushing a lot of air through. Now, our Jeeps don't have the underbody shield, so air can just run through and out to the ground as you're rolling, and it keeps things pretty nice. I've noticed that with my 300 and my Magnum, which have underbody shields, when you chilling, idling, the temperature will spike, especially if you're in Arizona in the summertime, chilling, eating some Taco Bell in Miami, Arizona, near the mountains. Yo, the temperature will spike and your air conditioner will cut off. You hear me? So it's a little different. Intake charges and everything under the hood can get real hot. Heat extractors is a good idea. Hellcat hoods are real nice for that. But back to my point, your thermostat needs to be in good working order. It needs to be plugging all the time, and that will go out and cause overheating issues first. Next will be your fan. Then, if it's not those two things, the next often thing will be the radiator, will be the water pump, will be a leak in the coolant somewhere in the line. Hopefully it's not your heater core, because you got to tear up the dash. But for the most part, that's how it goes. Anyway, got the Jeep running tight and perfect now. Next thing up will be the front drive shaft. I was up under there the other day after I got my starter changed. I'm not doing a starter myself on a SRT8 Jeep starter. Kiss my ass. I'm not pulling down the front diff, trying to get my big old hands up in there to get those mounts. Ain't doing it. Took it to Midas, my dude in Midas. He'll handle it for me. Those easy jobs. Done. But anyway, he let me get up under the car because I told him I'm getting a shake at 80 miles an hour. Can't do nothing about it. I've road force balance, all four wheels, no issues. Anyway, I got a doorbell. I'll be back. I'm back. Wifey just came home with some ice cream. Anyway, I'm still doing my little taping. I'm just practicing on this bitch. This ain't live or nothing like that. I'm just taping. I got a tripod. I'm gonna start doing like the other YouTubers and doing some, little selfie videos, whatnot. But anyway, no, it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, like I was saying, I was up under the Jeep at the shop. Oh, lifts are nice. I gotta get a lift. I gotta leave the lift. I need a shop, a warehouse. Anyway, I was standing there on my 2 feet with my clothes on, not getting dirty, looking at the bottom of my Jeep. Ain't nothing like that in the world. Anyway, I was looking up there, noticed the boot was gone where the front drive shaft goes into the transfer case. So, no question, that bearing is shot or about to be shot. So anyway, I ordered a new drive shaft. Whole thing, end to end, front drive shaft. From a website I can't remember right now. I end up putting it in the video down here somewhere. But it's really cool. Good looking, solid piece. So I'm going to put that in. Hopefully that'll kill my problems. So when I do that, hopefully I get rid of that little shake. Now the little shake is not all the time. Roughly around 80 miles an hour. Last couple days, didn't feel it. I was up around 100, going to work, 105 in the morning, you know, still dark, truck driver hours. You can hit it easy. It's not dangerous. It was on a closed course. Anyway, do not attempt. Yeah, it was smooth today. Last couple days, it was real smooth. So, but anyway, I'm doing that drive shaft regardless. See how that turns out, and then I'm gonna go for the axles if I still have any problems. That's all it can be. Done everything else on the front end, so go keep it pushing. Anyway, that's it. For now. Getting dirty tomorrow, Saturday. I'm gonna be up under a Jeep, man. I got cars to detail too. It's dirty. Everything's dirty. Interior's trash. People that you might be married to like to drive your car and leave junk all in it. So you gotta constantly clean it out. Oh, I'm getting flipped off. Okay, anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna clean up cars and everything, keep everything tight, and try to keep everything looking good for these meets I'll be going to, and you know how it is. And First Fridays, got a month for that, so Mopar 360 in the house. Mopar Movement Media fam, I'm out with a few tips from your Uncle Willie.